perfect day, America's birthday. Flying high over Denver, Colorado, the stage is set for a youth lacrosse championship as we arrive back on campus at DU. Behind the back, it's perfect. Showing off in Denver. This is the culmination of 4 spectacular days in the Mile High City. The procession of 24 teams onto Peter Barton Stadium at the University of Denver. A lifetime's worth of memories for players, coaches, families, and friends. This Lax Jamboree chock full of fun and games. Today, the championship game. Team 91 Wolfpack against Legacy Lacrosse in the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse, presented by the Coca-Cola Companies. It is so great to see you again. Along with Quinn Kesnick, I'm Joe Beninati. This World Series event continues to be a summer standout. What should we love about it?
Energy. This event is all about the energy. These kids can play. Their parents have had a terrific time, but at the end of the day, camaraderie and competition stand out. You're not going to believe the skill level that you're about to see.
It is time to meet the finalists. Team 91, led by head coach Jeff Aiello, the top-ranked team in the land. Let's introduce the Wolfpack.
Ben Morris, attack, Bayport, New York. Lucas LaForge, attack, Mount Sinai, New York. Luke Breslin, attack, Comac, New York.
Michael Moon, face-off midfield, Manhasset, New York.
Kyle Wall, midfield, Amityville, New York.
Landry York, face-off midfielder, Shoreham Wading River.
Quinn Reynolds, long stick midfielder, Northwood.
Aiden McMinn, defense, South Pawtucket, New York.
Dante Vidaro, defense, Comac, New York. Vincent Villanino, defenseman, Hartfields, New York. Brady Smith, goalie, Bayport, New York.
And as for their competition, head coach Tom Zumo, he knows the World Series stage very well. A winner here in 2016. He leads this group of Legacy.
Tim Navin, attack, Seaford, New York.
Liam Kershus, attack, Shoreham Wading River, New York.
Nikki Zakowitz, attack, Hop Hop, New York. Alex Kershus, midfielder, Shoreham Wading River, New York. Nicholas Cottage, face-off midi, Smithtown, New York.
James Kelton, midfielder, Sachem, New York. Nick Scipio, LSM, Long Island, New York.
Jake Anzalone, defense, Seaford, New York.
Zachary Magicomo, defense, Medford, New York.
Chase McCarthy, goalie, West Hampton Beach, New York.
Quint, we have so much lacrosse talent on the field, the best 13-year-olds in the world. Starting on the Legacy side, we should definitely be on the lookout for James Kelton.
Number 21, he's in the Sachem School District, an honor student, 94 average. His favorite player is Miles Jones, the former midfielder at Duke. I'm impressed with James's versatility, okay, whether it's offense, defense, or ground balls. When he's not playing lacrosse, he loves the TV show Friends. Apparently, Jennifer Aniston is timeless.
And yes, she is. Of course she is. As for the Gregoric family, World Series of Youth Lacrosse success continues with Liam.
His 2 older brothers dominated this event. He's a midfielder. Of the 600 players here, in my eyes, he's the best I've seen. What a great athlete who can get to the goal. He logs major minutes. When he's not playing lacrosse, he likes to fly drones and play table tennis.
These 2 teams, in fact, all 24 teams, they've been playing over the last 3 days in front of friends and family, lots of lacrosse fans. They have demonstrated terrific endurance. It has been a showcase of top-flight lacrosse, and we get set for this Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse Championship game presented by the Coca-Cola Companies. In the white jerseys today, it's Team 91 Wolfpack. For those of you jumping on board, the officials today, Bernie Nichols from Clinton Township, Michigan, Jim Reed from Denver, Colorado, and James Jackson from Las Vegas, Nevada. Team 91's Wolfpack in the white, Legacy in red, as we are off and running in the title game 2019. Legacy possession. Nico Cottage will get it started. Nicholas Uzakowicz, Liam Kershus. Vital cogs to the offensive attack for Legacy in the red jerseys. Legacy advancing after they avenged their only loss in regulation pool play. They were dropped by True Illinois. They came back to beat True Illinois in the semis earlier this morning, 6-1. Funnel it up top. Daniel Odell wears 29. Works hand in glove quite often with Kelton. Odell maneuvering in. Met quickly there by the defense of Kyle Bolello for Team 91. A lacrosse club program, both of these from Long Island. Off the split dodge, the bounce shot from Kelton goes over top. It'll stay Legacy ball. There is no shot clock in the World Series of Youth Lacrosse. At the referee's discretion, there can be a timer on for 30 seconds. Jump shot here, fought off in cage to start things for Team 91, as he's been throughout. It's Brady Smith in goal.
I like Brady Smith, the lefty. He has quick hands, smooth feet, left-hander out of Blue Point, New York.
Odell's going to wind it up. He had one tally in the semifinal win. Keeps it moving back behind the cage. Good defense here early from Team 91 Wolfpack. The pass to the interior, another strong check around the crease, and it's Bolello who rolls out of there, looking for Liam Gregoric to clear. Gregoric, the 13-year-old from Wading River, New York, gets Team 91 in white its first offensive touch, 6-on-6. Ben Morris is lurking behind the goal. Morris had a 5-assist game against Mad Dog West during divisional play. The Red Division champs for Team 91 Wolfpack. Good strong takeaway check on the end line. Legacy Zachary Maggiacomo. Maggiacomo with the defensive stop, giving Legacy a chance to clear.
All shapes and sizes in this game. Maggiacomo, 5'10", 155. He towers over us, Joe, from Medford, New York. Principals list. Soccer and lacrosse player. He is a future prospect. I mean, you just look at his frame and his skill level already as a 13-year-old.
Legacy in possession. Fumbling there, Liam Kirschis lost the ball. Strong ride, though, from Legacy, gets possession back. And there is a flag down, the first of this young game.
You're going to see a push with possession. Good call by the officials. And I tell you, watching this event this week, Joe, I couldn't have been more impressed with the officiating that this event has, with the sportsmanship from both the players and the coaching staffs, but more so from the parents, because the parents, they're right on the field. They are right there, and these are knowledgeable fan bases. As you see, a terrific crowd here today at Peter Barton. I mean, it's standing room only. You can't get a seat. They put overflow seating in the end zone.
The event action through the divisional play and the quarterfinal and semifinal rounds was contested over at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, and you and I have been hovering there for the last couple of days, and the crowd support has been magnificent. Jump shot, turn, score! Lucas LaForge gets Team 91 on the board.
This is the age where team concepts and execution of simple plays really starts to become evident. And I saw that this morning from both of these teams. This is a gorgeous extra man goal from Team 91. Gregoric picks up the assist, and the lefty, Lucas LaForge, been playing for 7 years in the Mount Sinai, New York area. He loves the Greek Freak. He's a huge NBA fan. He has put up big numbers this week as that quintessential lefty finisher.
Off this draw, the ensuing faceoff, and it's Nico Cottage, who's about 67% effective so far in the tournament. This Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse, the teams arriving here through one of 6 different regional qualifying tournaments. Everybody playing on the fields has to have been born on or after September of 2005.
And live in a 100-mile radius of their club. So there are really no ringers here. These are true club lacrosse teams.
Both of these squads hailing from Long Island. This one snapped wide of the goal by James Kelton. Kelton, who had 17 markers in the first 2 days alone of this event. We played 12 minutes running quarters. We're just about halfway through the opening frame. Joe Beninati and Quint Kesnick welcoming you to Sunsplash, Denver on a 4th of July. Legacy in no hurry here. Liam Kirschus in possession of the ball. 91 Wolfpack's best defensively, Dante Bardaro, 2 in the white, keeping an eye on Liam.
Team 91 has won this event 3 times, okay? High-powered offenses. Young players who are going to be household names in a couple of years playing at the college level. This Team 91 rendition, I love their defense. This is the best defense I've seen from a Team 91 group in 5 years.
The 91 Bandits were the champions of the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse last year. Fine stop there. Kneeling to deny was Brady Smith. Follow-up tucked in. Tim Navin, who started this event with a flair on 4 goals for day 1, gets his legacy squad on the board.
Terrific initial save made by Brady Smith, the lefty. And then the rebound, you just dig and you dig and you grind and you grind. And Navin with the slap shot. He's not a hockey player. He plays basketball, wrestling, even still plays baseball. Mom won't let him have a dog. Maybe that'll change.
Come on,
after
Mom.
this week.
Plenty of lacrosse lovers enjoying this one in the mile-high city of Denver. World Series of Youth Lacrosse is brought to you by the Coca-Cola Company, the world's largest beverage company, refreshing consumers around the globe with more than 500 brands. By Warrior, creating innovative products for the game of lacrosse for over 25 years. Warrior, play to win. And by New Balance, the only brand that makes cleats specifically for lacrosse. New Balance is changing the footwear game. New Balance, made for lacrosse. From Peter Barton Stadium, where earlier today, Q, the guys couldn't wait to hit the locker rooms.
They get to keep their helmets, their jerseys, and their gloves. I mean, you talk about excited 13-year-olds. When they enter that, this is Christmas in July.
As soon as you arrive in Denver for the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse, you're told to look out for special memories and special moments. That's always one of them.
The details of this event, to me, stand out. They put the player and the player's family first.
Nico Cottage continues to have a strong day so far at the face-off X. James Kelton in possession for Legacy in the red jerseys. Kelton's bounce shot goes over top of the goal. If you're just tuning in, Lucas LaForge has struck for Team 91 Wolfpack in the white. LaForge, a vital cog in the semifinal win for Team 91. Tim Navin has responded in red for Legacy. This one's rattled home. Off the cut, it's Alex Kirschus.
This morning, we watched 2 compelling semifinal games. BBL out of Northern Jersey played Team 91, and Team Illinois lost to the Legacy. Legacy scored an identical goal, okay? It's an out-of-bounds play. It's a set play off of a restart on the end line. They set a pick inside and then curl to space. As I said earlier, Joe, this is the age where some of those more intricate team schemes start to click in. And I thought Tommy Zumo and his staff have done a great job of teaching.
Michael Moon with a win of the draw. Morris works it quickly. LaForge fires and scores.
First thing you'll notice about Team 91 in white, their fast break, they've got 2 lefties, so it's a lefty point man. Pinch and pop, a terrific face-off win out the front side. Point man handles it to perfection. This end zone view will be sublime. Keep it moving, perfect spacing, change of level. I mean, that is just so gorgeous.
LaForge had 2 in the quarters, 1 in the semis, and already 2 today for this youngster from Mount Sinai, New York. Tying matters at 2 apiece.
Michael Moon, 22 in white, that time guilty of an infraction. But the face-off man for Team 91 in white, 22, is a major weapon.
Procedure on the draw. If you get 3 of them in a half, it's a delay of game penalty in the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse, presented by the Coca-Cola Companies. Peter Barton Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Temperatures hovering around the mid-80s most of the day. Legacy and Team 91 Wolfpack, both from Long Island, New York. They see each other about 6 times a year on their regular schedule circuit. 2 head coaches who are tremendously close friends and formerly coaches on the same high school staff at Iceland.
I think it's a testament to Long Island lacrosse. It's a giant population base. I mean, Long Island could be its own state, first of all. But secondly, rec lacrosse. That is town rec programs where these young men can start at age 5 and 6. That's the lifeblood of this club lacrosse. And then public schools. So many of these young guys play high quality public school lacrosse that's basically free. And good athletes on Long Island, the best, play lacrosse. It's the #1 sport. Football and basketball don't have the same type of tradition as lacrosse historically has had.
A pass to the interior that was picked by Kyle Bolello. Team 91 Wolfpack in the white jerseys. You have 30 seconds to advance the ball inside the offensive restraining box. Goaltender Brady Smith will bring it ahead. We expect to see Sal Caputo in the second half. 91 Wolfpack is offside. Legacy gets possession. Coach Aiello for Team 91 watches his team get back on D. 2-2 count, final 80 seconds of the opening frame. Liam Kershus, twin brother Alex, 25 and 37 in red. Alex comes jogging towards the midline. Legacy would like the last possession. Officials can put the timer on. Off the split dodge, it's Alex Kershus on the feed. Long range, buzzed wide by Daniel Odell.
Wow, Kershus, what a move.
Isolating off the end line now. Liam Kershus, picked up by Verdaro. Swing it up top to Odell. Time ticking down to 35. Odell cranks it up, and Smith makes a smart-looking stop. Launching the clear, right on target. Bolello with numbers, 4-on-3. Morris. Score! Luke Breslin.
Why is lacrosse so fun? Well, plays like that. The fastest sport on 2 feet. Mastering the stick, compelling, it's challenging. And how about this outlet pass from defense to offense in the blink of an eye? I couldn't be more impressed, Joe, with the play of point man Benjamin Morris, number 4 in white as the distributor. Here he is, kicks it down low. Once again, the level change. Breslin drops his stick down low. Goalie falls for it, and he lifts it top shelf.
We talked about Ben having assists in 3 straight games. He had that big 5-assist day against Mad Dog West from the state of California earlier. And Luke Breslin, Alex and Jill looking on, his mom and dad. Breslin had the hat trick against Evolve. He scored in the quarters against Long Island Express. 2 more against BBL this morning as Team 91 has the 3-2 lead.
Yeah, Luke is a leader, okay? He's a middle school president. He's a certified junior lifeguard. He's a captain. This kid's got a certain presence about him as a 13-year-old. He's very poised and a leader when you watch this team warm up.
He was telling us he and his mates, they've been working since they were 6 years old for this day. Seymour in a battle with his opposite 22, Michael Moon, tail end of the first quarter. Coming up on the scoop there was Nick DeCipio as the buzzer sounds. An action-packed first 12 minutes of play. Team 91 Wolfpack has the lead 3-2 at the first quarter mark.
Brady Smith, the lefty. Rebound control, eyes up, delivers a strike.
Bolello will bring it ahead. And the object of his affection is going to be Luke Breslin eventually, right here for the finish.
Happy 4th of July to everyone who's watching at home. It has been an incredible week here in Denver, and we're going to be making it extra special for everyone who's submitted clips to us over the past few weeks.
In addition to bragging rights, the player that lands our top spot will be fully outfitted in custom gear from Warrior and New Balance.
All right, so let's just get straight to it. The first clip we're going to show you guys comes from Andrew Pape on Tri-State.
Andrew rolls back to his left and sticks it in the top right quarter. This is incredibly difficult at this age to run down the alley, shoot across your body, and stick a shot like that, which is why he lands our number 3 spot on the Warrior WSYL Top Plays of 2019.
So Colin played for Tri-State, but let me tell you something. He was not doing that when he was playing.
Not true. You've never seen the footage.
No,
I'll bring the footage.
No, I've definitely seen the footage. All right, we got to get back to the game. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with the number 2 and number 1 plays for the Warrior WSYL Top Plays of the year.
One thing we know is through. Colin and Samir will have plenty more to choose from throughout this event. There were tons of highlights made in the first 3 days. These 24 teams descending upon Denver on the 1st of July, battling all the way through to this title game, championship game on ESPN2. Legacy in red, a pass to the front that's deflected. Team 91 Wolfpack in the white, given a 3-2 lead at the end of the opening quarter, thanks to a strike from Luke Breslin. Liam Kershus teaming up with his twin brother Alex. Daniel Odell rounding out the midfielders for coaches Zumo, Quinn, and Conan. Tom Zumo, who's a past champion with Legacy back in 2016, a day when Robert McGee had the hat trick. Legacy downed Igloo that day. Smith continues to be strong in goal. He made the stop there on Kelton. Another sharp outlet pass that's right on the button. Here comes Liam Grigorov. Legacy sprinting to get back in the hole defensively. LaForge brings it off the crossbar.
Beautiful transition offense from Team 91. Whether it was that goal earlier by Breslin or that last attempt, Joe, when you have a goalie with his eyes up who can dissect and find deep runners for easy runouts in transition, it's such a weapon.
For those of you who may be new to lacrosse, when the ball goes out of bounds after the shot, possession is awarded to the team that's closest to the ball where and when it leaves the playing surface. LaForge rings the iron.
One cradle and a pass. I mean, the ball is in and out of sticks. Whether it's youth level, these guys are U13s, high school, college, or pro, that's what you look for.
4 divisions of 6 teams in this Warrior World Series. Team 91 Wolfpack in the white, they were the champs of the red division. They went through 5-0. They beat Long Island Express in the quarters 8-4, knocked out BBL earlier today in the semifinals 8-5. So bragging about a 7-0 mark in this championship game. Inside, Ben Morris sticks it.
This is excellent handle. Assist is on the money, but the ability to catch, turn, and shoot. Kaiser picks up the assist, Macklin Kaiser. But Morris now with multiple points in this game. I believe he has 2 assists. He's been involved in 3 or 4 goals. He is a 13-year-old, been playing lacrosse for 9 years. Do the math there, Joe. He's a big Will Manning fan, and that's a great player to emulate, because Will plays with a love and a passion and an energy level that's hard to top.
Ben started with this group of Wolfpack in the 2nd grade. He and his mates a 4-2 advantage. Little less than 9 minutes with which to work in the 2nd quarter as Moon comes up with a draw. Michael Moon.
He's dominant right now.
Had his hands full with Nico Cottage in the opening quarter.
Looks like he figured it out.
Grigorek fires and scores on the run. Liam Grigorek. That is now 4 unanswered for 91 Wolfpack.
Shoreham Wading River, his older brother, Gavin, headed to Navy. His other brother Alec played in this event last year, but we talked about Liam as an athlete, okay? The ability for a midfielder, regardless of age, to run by his man, okay? This is a simple sport. It's a dodge and dump or dodge and shoot sport. You hear John Danowski at Duke always counseling his offensive players. Run by somebody and score a goal. Well, Liam Gregor can do that, and he's been doing it all week.
Moon had possession of the draw. The officials giving the ball to Team Legacy in the red. Scott Seymour, 22 in the red. Mom and Dad, Greg and Kim are here. Grandma Kathy's also here, but Greg was telling me that the family just dropped brother Anthony off at the military academy in West Point.
Yeah, I remember dropping my brother off at Annapolis in Navy before July 4th for that haircut.
Plebe year.
That plebe summer haircut.
On a 4th of July in Denver with temperatures pushing 90 degrees. Got to be hotter than that on the turf. Here, the home of the Pioneers, Peter Barton Stadium. We get a timeout called by Legacy. Each team gets a timeout per half. Coach Aiello very pleased with his Wolfpack's work. Team 91 racing through red divisional play. With Team 91 Wolfpack on the lead 5-2, we bring in Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse founder Jake Steinfeld. Jake, so far so very good, and you got a lot of friends down there.
Well, I tell you what, this place is crazy. It's unbelievable here in Denver. We love it. First of all, happy 4th of July to you guys, everybody around this awesome country. I want to say a few shout-outs. OJZ, Big E, Stevie B, all of my great friends who have been great supporters. Nissan, TireAmerica.com, Shinola, Coca-Cola have been absolutely great. Kenny D from Wheels Up, and it's just been amazing. The talent, the families, the camaraderie. It's a beautiful place, guys.
Jake, what's the journey been like for these teams and these young players? You start with about 100 at the regional qualifiers, and we're down to 2.
We're down to 2. We had 100 teams start out. 2 teams here. It's New York versus New York. But, this is how it was in the early days of Major League Lacrosse. It's spreading, though. You watch and see what's happening in the Midwest and in California. It really is fantastic. But ESPN has been a great partner, and our partners have been dynamite. It's about the kids, about the families, and we sure live in a great country, guys. Success is failure turned inside out, right? Don't quit. We'll see you at the end of the game.
Jake, we appreciate it. Thanks very much.
All right.
Always a treat for us to be involved here in Denver with the World Series of Youth Lacrosse.
National in scope, this event. I couldn't have been more impressed with what I saw from True Illinois, a semifinalist, team of Chicagoland players. Earlier this morning, the Colorado Scorpions had a strong week, as did True Minnesota, and their young goalie that I met was, 6'2".
Some big 13-year-olds, huh?
Some of them have hit their growth spurt, and there's a little advantage, but the others will catch them. Trust me, you'll catch them. We got guys as short as 4'7". We got some 5'10" guys. At this age, I think I weighed 85 pounds, Joe. I wrestled 80 in 6th grade.
Michael Moon lists at 5'7", 140. He has the ball for Team 91 in the white off the split dodge, trying to get around the defenders. Snakes his way to the interior, then gets pitchforked right in the midsection by Nick Castro.
This great game welcomes players in all shapes and sizes.
Moon off the hitch, fires, and that's turned away. In goal for Legacy, Chase McCarthy has been really good. 72% save percentage over the first couple of days of the event.
He's from East Quogue. He'll be headed towards West Hampton High School. That'd be a tough place to grow up out in the Hamptons.
Yeah, what a shame. Bolello on it. Kyle Bolello, able to run all day. Chasing him was Aiden Dinnigan.
Little zone defense.
Skip a man on through to LaForge, who is lethal from that low left corner. Moon against Kirsch's. Morris peeks over the top. This one works out well inside. LaForge on the finish. Five unanswered tallies for the Wolfpack.
The strength of the Wolf is the pack. Zone offense, well, sometimes it's not pretty. But when you have a player like Lucas LaForge making plays around the crease, lefty's got a nose for the goal.
Team 91, 1 pack, 1 goal, 6-2 lead here in beautiful Denver. Quint, let's go back to the beginning of the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse. Team 91 beating Baltimore 19-8 in 2015. It was the year of Joey Spallina, Brennan O'Neill, and Andrew McAdory.
Brennan O'Neill has gone on to become the #1 recruit in the class of 2020.
Young Joey Spallina had 6 goals and 2 assists in that game. We talk about the World Series of Youth Lacrosse and some of the alums that are now rising seniors.
Yes, rising seniors. That's the class of 2020 next spring. And these are verbal commitments right now. You see Brendan O'Neill and Charlie O'Connor, who played in that inaugural event, to Duke, Carolina, Navy, Maryland, Hopkins, and more.
Thoroughly enjoyable 3-4 days in the Denver area for what begins as a 24-team event, 6 regional qualifying tournaments. Team 91 Bandits were a winner a year ago. They downed Long Island Express. Moon whiffed on his shot. Off the ground, coming up for Legacy in red.
Joe, Brennan was here earlier in the week and actually spoke at the opening ceremonies. And he was just kind of blown away by the fact that, what was just 4 years ago, I was sitting where you are right now. He has his jersey and his helmet and his gloves displayed in his room. And he's a bright star. He reminds me of John Grant Jr. And hard to believe, again, first time we got sight of him, I remember we walked on the field at Dix. I'm like, wow, who's that?
Yes.
Who's that monster?
And he's made an incredible transformation since. Legacy in red, trailing by 4. They've been blank so far in the second quarter. Team 91 Wolfpack in the white has the last 5 goals on your score sheet. Long range drive, that's an easy stop. Liam Kershus let it go. Brady Smith continues to give the Wolfpack strong goaltending in the opening halves. Skipping a rope, Danny Aiello at the midline. Vardaro is there on the long stick to cradle away. 30 seconds for Team 91 Wolfpack to get it into the offensive restraining box.
That clear, I mean, that's a gorgeous clear. Vardaro dealing with pressure, circling back and throwing the cross field. Dante, well done, my friend. Great pass. And then how about the play of goalie, Brady Smith, Joe? He's so relaxed and calm. He simplifies the position. His eyes are focused and sharp, and his footwork strong.
There's Brian Spallina. We switch gears over to the other sideline for head coach Tom Zumo. Guys, we were talking about the opening ceremonies.
I think this is the moment when the players and parents here get a feel for the scope of this event.
There's Brendan O'Neill chatting with the founder, Jake Steinfeld.
The excitement and the energy is contagious. I love the camaraderie here. Again, this is a U13 only, so this is the only division. National in scope, 24 teams here from across the country and the globe. 2 from Canada, 1 from BC, 1 from Ontario, the Iroquois, and the Israel.
This is the day that all the players in the tournament get their gift from Warrior, the Evo Warp Pro 2. Beautiful new stick.
Yeah, that's Brian Spallina, longtime pro lacrosse player. Played collegiately at Hofstra. This is his first year coaching this particular group. And it was interesting, I thought this morning, Jeff Aiello, who's he's a high school coach and a club coach on Long Island, said, having Brian's new voice has been impactful for this group, because they've had the same coach for 5 or 6 years. And, that's so important about youth lacrosse. I have great respect for Coach Jeff right there. He gets it, because new voices are good. Kids need to hear and be exposed to new leaders. It gets tiring to have the same voice. And these programs, Team 91 is extremely lucky to be operating in a hotbed where expertise is very available.
Their wish is to elevate the game and have some fun. They're doing it right now. Liam Gregoric and friends. Danny Aiello on the ball here. Chased by DeCipio. 6-2 in favor of Team 91 Wolfpack with a little bit more than 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
Guys in red in a zone defense. Okay, zone offense is not easy at the college level, let alone at the U13 level.
Luke Breslin being encouraged to move the ball, and he does. Swinging on around for Michael Moon from the top. DeCipio right there on his hands. There is no shot clock in the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse. The officials can slap on a timer on 30 seconds. Haven't had one of those today just yet. Moon wheeling away from DeCipio. Chase Rogers is 35 in the red, long stick defender. He gets Gregoric. Inside for Morris, walking the dog there. His pass to LaForge the other way, deflected, and now clearing time for Legacy. Zipped out of there by McCarthy, right on the button for Carmelo Pace. Pace lets it fly, stopped at the end of the line by Brady Smith.
These goalies, they're dueling back-to-back with gorgeous outlets as well.
Mikey Luce will bring it ahead, 1 in the white for Team 91. The Wolfpack in possession now with a 6-2 lead and less than 2 to go. Opening half of play.
Chase McCarthy throws just a BB in stride to his mate. Brady Smith has answers.
Wolfpack will slow the tempo now. Gregoric's pass inside for Morris, and he'll stash it. It has been a killer second quarter for Team 91.
Well, Liam Gregoric is just on a different echelon right now in terms of his physical development. Look how strong and coordinated he is for a young man, dodging and then delivering a perfect pass right in the breadbasket of Benjamin Morris. Frustration
on the face of Jake Anzalone, the Legacy defender, was obvious as Morris was wide open for that catch and put away.
Morris,
his second on the game.
Yeah, lefty, 5'2", 100 pounds. His dad, a longtime youth coach.
The guys are gulping down some refreshment in the final minute of the half. Temperatures in the mid-80s here in Denver, Colorado. Moon wins the draw again. That time it was Madden Murphy sent out to oppose him, but Moon exerting his dominance at the face-off X specifically in this second quarter, which has been all Wolfpack.
I think Morris's dad, the impact of a father who just says, hey, let's go out in the backyard and have a catch. And you see that pay off.
Aquino up the good split. Keep it hot down low. This one's sent wide. It's going to stay Wolfpack ball after the misfire from Breslin, who was cleaned out. Final seconds of the half. Sturdy hit delivered there by Seymour as a flag comes down at the end of the half. With Team 91 Wolfpack in charge 7-2 after 24 minutes and on a 6-goal run. There was a flag that hit the turf. Infraction against Scott Seymour at the horn there of the second quarter. It's a push with possession. At the halftime break, Team 91 in front by 5, and Quint, as advertised, their offense is dynamic.
A little bit of a slow start, and then once they started making some defensive stops, I thought Lucas LaForge as a finisher, Benjamin Morris as a distributor, and Liam Gregoric as a playmaker passer were just sensational. High level for 13-year-olds. To me, they look like a good high school or college team. They really understand the team concepts. They're willing to share the ball as you take a look at the foul at the end of the second quarter.
Warrior tough guy play courtesy of Scott Seymour. He gets penalized for it.
Well, the tough guy is Benjamin Morris getting up.
Bounce him right back. Lucas LaForge of Team 91 Wolfpack is with us. Lucas already with a hat trick today. What's working so well for the offense, Luke?
I think it's just our team ball movement and how we push in transition. We always look for that one more pass, and it's working out.
Sharing the ball, Lucas. What's been most enjoyable about this entire week?
Just playing with my teammates, having a great time. It's been fun.
Lucas, tell us about how the teams interact. There are 24 teams here in Denver, and all of you seem to get along so well. What's that been like?
It's been great. At the ceremonies, we trade pins. It's good.
Lucas LaForge and Team 91 Wolfpack, we appreciate your thoughts. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
with the Wolfpack on the lead by 5. We've played 2 quarters in the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse presented by the Coca-Cola Companies. Everyone in attendance watching the 2 best teams in the event. Both of them from Long Island. LaForge with one of his 3 on the day so far. Stick right with us. Quint Kestig and I return with more from Peter Barton Stadium in just a few moments with the World Series of Youth Lacrosse on ESPN2. Join us on Twitter, hashtag WSYL. Like the coach, watching the game, yeah, sure, these kids can play lacrosse. We are set for the 3rd quarter to unfold. Team 91 Wolfpack in the white jerseys beginning this 3rd on extra man after the infraction was called against Scott Seymour of Legacy in red. Good defense there on the perimeter. The block shot by Jake Galosi. Galosi still in a scramble for it. Bolello comes up. Centering pass. Quick stick score! The banner day for Lucas LaForge continues.
Team 91 in white. Watch this effort from Kyle Bolillo. A ground ball is a great play in lacrosse, but it's even better when you pick it up and move it. Kyle Bolillo moves that ground ball on, and LaForge can't miss today. Bolillo, Kellenberg Latin School from Amityville, New York, been playing for 9 years, picks up the assist.
Jaden Galfano has come on for Legacy in goal. Jaden, he's scored 5 goals in his lacrosse career. Sal Caputo is off the bench for Team 91 Wolfpack, and he's the beneficiary now of all this offense. 7 unanswered goals for Team 91 Wolfpack in the white.
Caputo likes to listen to Guns N' Roses pregame.
There you go, little Axel.
And Galfano wants to play lacrosse at Notre Dame.
Kelton with a win of the draw. Legacy needs possessions and goals quickly. That one is answered by Caputo.
Yeah, he's good. We watched him this morning. 5'3", 100-pounder, righty, Massapequa Park, New York.
Legacy in the red needs a defensive stop before this game gets too far out of hand.
It's one of those railroad stops near you, Joe, right? Massapequa?
Absolutely. Michael Moon from the top, shaded by Nick DeCipio.
Interesting to see how long Legacy in the red on defense can continue to play zone defense, down by 6 goals.
LaForge, banner day, 4 goals. Maneuvering against Chase Rogers. Moon will take it from the top. Kelton trades him off. He rolls off at DeCipio and fires to score. Michael Moon showing both hands.
Just a gorgeous left-handed rip by the Manhasset native. He took a ton of face-offs, but he's not a Fogo. That is face-off, get-off. He's a complete lacrosse player, loves to play chess, and wants to be a neurosurgeon when he gets older.
Keep doing
what you're doing, Michael. You are on the right path, young man.
Big-time goals. Our TireAmerica.com drive to the goal, fashioned by Michael Moon, who had a couple of tallies this morning in the semifinal win over BBL. Coach Aiello and Coach Spallina thrilled with the way their boys have bounced back from the morning's work. Murphy wins the draw. Madden Murphy kicked it out there on the flank. Legacy in red gets a 6-on-6 opportunity for Liam Kirschis. Twin brother Alex joins him, 37, along with Daniel Odell. Odell has goals in 5 straight games in this event. He's been kept off the board so far. Flash cut inside. That one just failed to convert. Alex Kirschis was denied. Bolanino there, 11 in white for the Wolfpack. Vincent Bolanino starts to clear. Morris moves it down the flank for LaForge. And Team 91 Wolfpack has it right where they want it. Still 8 unanswered after Alex Kirschis gave Legacy a 2-1 lead in the opening quarter. it's been all Wolfpack.
Coach Brian Spallina of Team 91, the guys in white, has done just a magical job.
Moon gets right down the middle to score. Michael Moon.
Back-to-back goals from Moon. But to me, it all starts with defensive efficiency. The ability of Vardaro, Bolonino, Cardenas, and McMinn to clear the ball efficiently, successfully, and clean. And now Moon scores another unassisted goal, running right down the slot.
That's Quint Kesnick. I'm Joe Beninati. We're at the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse, presented by the Coca-Cola Companies. 3 cheers for all the men and women in our technical crew who have been with us the past few days here in Denver, Colorado. The 5th anniversary of the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse. And Team 91, a group that has won this event on 2 separate occasions, is gunning for a 3rd.
They were impressive this morning. They had their hands full in the semifinals against BBL. What's BBL stand for, Joe?
Building Blocks of Lacrosse.
Northern Jersey team.
They were motivated to avenge their loss to Brotherly Love in the Eastern qualifier. They did that.
Good players, BBL. Casey O'Sullivan, their defender. I liked Cody Lamb.
How about Breslin behind the back? Adding and piling on for Team 91.
There are no boundaries for Luke Breslin and his finishing skills. Carry to X, nice off-ball movement. Running out of angle. Oh my gosh. Near side pipe, just a sliver. How do you make this shot?
Just ask Luke. Started with a big day 1. Breslin had 9 points in the first day of the event for Jeff Aiello.
He's a John Grant Jr. fan.
Just watch the junior highlights.
Does that surprise you that he flipped that one over his shoulder casually to the near pipe?
Gregoric playing it ahead, looking for Ryan Hannaford. He'll run away from Seymour. Off the split, down low, waltzing in. It has been a cakewalk for Team 91. LaForge has a handful. A 12-2 lead for the guys in the white jerseys. Lucas LaForge is having himself a day he'll never forget in Denver, with the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse continuing on ESPN2. Coming up next over on ESPN, it's the second game of our 4th of July MLB doubleheader. Bryce Harper and the Phillies battling the NL East leading Braves. As always, it's available on the ESPN app, so you can watch from anywhere. The Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse continues here in Denver. Our Coca-Cola play of the game, compliments of Luke Breslin.
Flip behind the shoulder. That's the type of play that comes from playing creative ball, whether it's a one-on-one catch or just some freestyle 3-on-2s. You know, not enough youngsters these days are playing pickup lacrosse. You know, Joe, when I started in Lynbrook, Long Island, we'd go to the tennis courts and just chuck the ball around, 3-on-2, 2-on-1. We spent a lot of time just playing creative pickup in the streets, in the backyards. Get off the phone. Get off your computer. Go play some pickup.
Michael Moon wins another draw. Hannaford picks the short side corner. 12 unanswered goals for Team 91.
Hannaford, one of the youngest competitors, highly skilled. He's an all-county wrestler, okay? He weighs 80 pounds. That's what I weighed in 6th grade. His brother plays at Geneseo, and he's a Bayport native. Catch, crow hop, rotates through. That's just gorgeous technique. A lot of practice, as I said. There's pickup, there's solitary practice where you're taking a bag of balls to the goal, where you're going to the wall and hammering it out for 2 or 3 hours at a time. Great work, Ryan.
Mom and Dad, Juliet and Kenny, watching on, proud parents, as Team 91 Wolfpack has taken over matters since just about the 5-minute mark of the opening quarter and will not relent.
He's an all-county wrestler from Suffolk. That's really good. That's Section 11. They're one of the stronger sections in New York State. So
explain to us, Quint, what sports translate well as carryover sports for these athletes? So many of them are multi-sport athletes.
And they should be, because you shouldn't be specializing until after high school, in my mind. These players, you should play every sport you can for as long as you can.
Kelton finds pace. Carmelo Pace with some running room. Long trigger that's snapped high from the outside by Liam Kirschus. The backup belongs to 91 Wolfpack in white.
You think about a basketball player like Steve Nash, didn't get his first basketball till age 13. Okay, that was this age. So if you're a young athlete watching this game somewhere around the country and maybe you've never picked up a lacrosse stick, well, head on to Dick's right now, buy a stick and a ball, and go out and start learning how to play.
LaForge denied on the tail end there by Galfano. As he comes up firing on the outlet, he spots Carmelo Pace. Legacy in the red, trailing with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter by 11. This was after setting the pace 2-1 in the early going.
Early specialization not only is not required to make it to the highest level, that's college or pro in the sport of lacrosse, but I think it should be actively avoided. So I think these guys should play football, soccer, wrestling, basketball.
Seymour sends it behind for Zach Brittman. Brittman's quick to the front, trying to hook up there at the doorstep. They fight for the ground ball. Liam Kirschus lets it go, and that's snared once again by Sal Caputo.
He's locked in. He's got about a fifth of a second to process that when you see the shooting motion.
Cardenas looking to clear. Gets away from three guys on the ride. Team 91 will get it into the offensive restraining box with Bolello. You were discussing Caputo. You want to talk about locked in. He stopped 17 of 19 on day one of the tournament.
Fifth of a second, what it takes for the retina to receive the information, the brain to process it, and the neurons to fire, to put those muscles in motion.
Less than 2 minutes to go now in quarter three. LaForge on the outside with Jake Anzalone defending.
Joe, you know you were a goalie. It's got to be involuntary. See ball and react without thinking about it. It takes tons and tons of practice.
Brett Oppenheim gets in off the sideline for Jeff Aiello's squad, Team 91 Wolfpack in white. Bolello off the split. Oppenheim, he was trail checked by Seymour. At the end line, this will roll out of bounds. Hannaford will restart for Team 91.
Nifty little offensive pattern.
Two squads hailing from Long Island, New York. Time at a minute to go in the third. Pass inside, score on the cut. Breslin has the hat trick on a nice feed from Kaiser. Breslin, one of three different multi-goal scorers today.
Breslin's money from close range, but that's the second time in this game, Joe, we've seen Macklin Kaiser, 27 in white, the Bayport, New York native, assist. He loves his, if you look at, Breslin loves his pizza post game. Kaiser likes his hot wings.
They're about to have one heck of a party soon.
There's no hot dogs? It's July 4th.
It is the 4th.
We got lacrosse, fireworks, and hot dogs on July 4th.
Win of the draw for Legacy. Down the alleyway, Rosano playing catch there with Yuzakowicz. And then Kelton late in the quarter. 5 seconds. Kelton fires a bouncer that's over top of the cage. At the conclusion of 3. Denver, Colorado, the home to the 5th anniversary of the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse. Team 91, well out in front.
Before we get to our number one play, we just want to thank everyone who submitted this year to the Warrior WSYL Top Plays of the Year and congratulate all the teams here in Denver. Honestly, this has been one of our favorite years to date.
And without further ado, our number one play of 2019 goes to John Fisher of the Virginia Lacrosse Club. He makes the save and then goes coast to coast.
He's got a lot of guts to go all the way down the field, leave the goal open, and take that shot. You just gotta love a goalie goal. And the best part of this, the celebration.
And that's what this weekend is all about. So congrats to you, John. You're going to get outfitted in custom gear from head to toe from Warrior in New Balance, and you are our #1 play of 2019.
Enjoy the rest of the game, and happy 4th of July.
Right back at you, Colin and Samir. 14-2 for Team 91 Wolfpack in the white jerseys, squaring off against Legacy. Two sides from Long Island, New York that know each other oh so well, and it is the Wolfpack that have gone on a tremendous run. 13 unanswered goals.
Colin and Samir should know that that's the pizza flipper when the goalie runs down holding the stick out like that. And then it's the windmill celebration. Pizza flipper, windmill.
From end to end. Macklin Kaiser has the ball for Team 91. First couple of minutes of this game today, Legacy grabbed a 2-1 lead. Since that time, all Wolfpack on the score sheet.
Top 2 teams. We came into this tournament 24 teams, which really started about at 100 at the qualifier level. But I mentioned earlier how impressed I was with True Illinois, the Minnesota team, and Colorado. How about the BBL Elite from Jersey? They were good. And then the Iroquois Nation and Team Israel.
Outstanding. While Team 91 has been off and running, Liam Gregoric, one of their top offensive players, has been resting of late, but Mom Natalie joins us from the sideline. Natalie, what have you seen so far? This is a Team 91 squad that's known for its offense. They haven't disappointed, have they?
No, they haven't, Joe. It's a very well-prepared team. We've trained for years, and we have amazing stick skills and work ethic.
Natalie, I'm guessing this is your 3rd time here with Gavin and then Alec. Is that accurate?
I've actually been here 4 times. My son Gavin won the inaugural year, and then my son Alec played for Chaney Express, and he was the leading scorer that year. And then I opened up a new division in Florida, Team 91 Titans, now Lax Mafia. I was here last year with that, with a brand new team trying to spread lacrosse to Florida. And then again this year. Super excited.
What are the significant memories that you have from this event?
Well, everything about it. So I'm a veteran at this. All the camaraderie with the kids that goes on, all the events. It's a very well planned, organized event. We had the banquet last night. It was amazing. The opening ceremonies get everyone very excited. The kids exchanging pins. They have a really great time. Win or lose, it's a memory of a lifetime. I can't speak of it better.
Natalie, we sure do appreciate it. Your boy Alec had 6 goals for Long Island Express back in 2017.
Yes,
Lucas LaForge is threatening that mark today.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of the game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Congratulations, Natalie.
Thank you so much.
Kelton bouncing this one over the top. Backed up by Legacy. They'll stay in possession. Steven Rosano working in. His pass just dragged wide of the cage. Opening up there for a split second was Mike Anzalone. Legacy will stay with it. One of the few times in the last half hour that they've had any extended possession. As soon as I say that, the ball goes down on the turf. Legacy and Team 91 Wolfpack. Legacy coming through the blue division. They placed 2nd. True Illinois was spotless, but then Legacy avenged a divisional loss to them in the semifinals earlier today. Team 91 7-0 into this championship match.
So many of these Team 91 players.
Kelton rips one home to end a run of 13 straight markers.
James Kelton, Sachem School District, honor student. He's a terrific player. He's had a sensational week. Look at that left-handed dodge on the run, a sidearm shot from yards out. He's got a bright future. He can run, and that's a commodity. You know, speed. I talked about size, all shapes and sizes, but speed is the ultimate commodity. And James Kelton can fly.
Kelton had a 5-goal game against the Colorado Scorpions. We bring the sting. Shout out to the Scorpions who made sure to find
what great kids.
Quint Kesnick last
had
night.
Funky ties last night. I mean, I love the BBL. The group had their own custom ties. We saw it all, Joe. Joe, for once at a banquet, you were not the most Natalie attired guy. Some of these teams, how did you?
Especially
Carolina Gold.
Especially after I spilled vegetables all over it was just a mess.
Love the kids from Carolina Gold, Charlotte area team.
12-minute running time quarters in the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse. 6 and change to play in this one. Team 91 Wolfpack taking a lot of the competitive charm out of this championship game with a blistering pace in the second and third quarters. Legacy in the red jerseys able to make the clear. That's Chase Rogers. He'll get back to boating and swimming and heading for the beach, which he loves to do around this time.
So many of these players starting out their careers at the rec, at town rec programs, whether it's Manhasset or where I started, the Limbrook Titans. It's $25 for the whole season. They gave you a helmet. All you needed to bring was a stick. Those rec programs are the foundation for the entire sport, okay? I know as lacrosse becomes more of a club model, we gotta take care. We gotta fortify. We have to fertilize the town rec programs. That's the basis for lacrosse.
And you're trying to inspire the best of the best teams to earn their way through the qualifying tournaments. 4 divisions, 6 teams each landing here in Denver.
With the top of the pyramid, the pro game. The college game, if you can play in college, whether it's the 73 Division I teams or the over 200 Division III teams, there's opportunity. But it all starts, that first entry point, and it's town rec programs.
You were telling
inexpensive, totally inclusive.
About $250,000.
Yeah.
Under 14?
Around 300,000 under 14 players right now, filtering down into those college programs that I mentioned. 4,000 high school programs and growing by about 10% every year nationally.
Beshel with the Magic Homo there defensively. Zachary digging in against Team 91 Wolfpack. Kyle Bolello here from the top.
And it all comes down to, Joe, this is a fun game to play. It's got some hitting, but it's not over the top or dangerous. It's got the stick, so unique, tough to master. Team patterns, it's got running, high scoring, creativity. You can have your own style.
That was a sturdy hit delivered, knocked Bolello down. As Rogers continues to attack, there are multiple flags on the turf. Team 91 soon to go extra man.
Hard-nosed ground ball play right there.
We will step out, bring you back to Peter Barton Stadium on campus at the University of Denver. We will go down the stretch with you, bring this one to its conclusion in just a few moments. Keep your head up. Ouch. World Series of Youth Lacrosse has been brought to you by Metrex, a pioneer in sports nutrition products, inviting all the amazing athletes and families here today to try their array of great tasting products. By Tire America, your journey to new tires starts at TireAmerica.com, the way America buys tires online. For a limited time, get 10% off your order when you use coupon code WSYL2019 during checkout. And as always, we'll ship your tires for free. Tire America, your tires, your way. And by League Apps, delivering powerful yet simple solutions for teams, clubs, and leagues. From robust registration and payment tools to automated communications, League Apps will save you time and headaches so you can get back to doing what you love. It was a 7-goal third quarter that really made the difference. Team 91 Wolfpack out in front of Legacy by a 14-3 count. Our Shinola smooth move of the game, Quint. This is nice from end to end.
This is the definition of teamwork. It starts with a gorgeous outlet and save. Brady Smith right on the money. And then look at 91, the Wolfpack run. Perfect spacing. Hot potato lacrosse. They share the biscuit. And the ball's in the back of the net. That is a team goal. And I'm telling you, any level, that's gorgeous, whether it's high school, college, or even pro.
4 different multiple goal scorers for Team 91 Wolfpack in the white. With just 4.5 minutes remaining in the 2019 Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse presented by the Coca-Cola Companies. Joe Beninati, Quint Kesnick with you down the stretch. Team 91 in charge. A year ago, 91 Bandits put down Long Island Express. 5 goals from Jack Spidell. Long range moon. with a BB from the outside.
Wicked bouncer from Michael Moon. Dead center, watch him use the earth. Gets that hop and basically pings that one off the post. Perfect placement. You want to bounce that ball out in front of the crease, let the earth do its work, and it gets that high kick. Hat trick for Moon, I believe.
It is. He had a 3-spot against Mad Dog West as Moon exits stage right. He had 4 goals against Eclipse. A couple of goals this morning in the semifinal win over BBL. 91 Wolfpack, a 15-3 leader at the moment and still in possession of the ball.
Still playing hard, Joe, and what stands out from the semis today and now the parental support that this Team 91 group has. They're positive, energetic, and enthusiastic parents. And if you're a young parent, all you want to say to your son is, I loved watching you play today, or I loved the way you competed and tried hard today.
Ryan Wilson, his parents, Stephanie and Wayne, pleased to see
cheer
their boy on the field.
Yeah, cheer, don't coach. Don't overanalyze. Just look for gradual improvement at this age. Small steps. And talk to your kids about practice. You know, so often we focus on games. Talk to your son about practice. How'd it go at practice today? Practice is more important than games.
Final 2:20 on the counter for Danny Aiello and Team 91 Wolfpack. Aiello will leave it back behind the goal. Ryan Hannaford roaming there. Matched up with Anthony Dana. The defense for Legacy tested all afternoon long. Dana, though, makes the takeaway. Galfano puts one on the button as Legacy will bring it across. Snapshot here, short side score. Zach. Nicholas Uzakowicz gives himself a reason to smile. 4th goal on the board for Legacy, and the result of a takeaway check and then defense to offense. Folks, after the Phillies and Braves, it's the 4th of July edition of Sports Center. John Buchagras and Zubin Mahenti. They'll have Tim Kirkshin explain how the Braves are developing their young talent, plus the best of the best from Independence Day and the latest from Las Vegas as we count down to UFC 239, an explosive Sports Center after Phillies Braves on ESPN and the ESPN app. Final stages of the championship game in the Warrior World Series of Youth Lacrosse. Team 91 Wolfpack about to go 8-0 through the 3 days of event play. A brilliant showing. Ryan Wilson, Brett Oppenheim have come off the bench in this 3rd and 4th quarter. This one sent wide of the goal. Time continues to run. It was 7-2 for Team 91 at the halftime break. 7-0 in the 3rd quarter. An outstanding display for head coach Jeff Aiello and the Team 91 Wolfpack, and they are well on their way to a title confirmed in 15 seconds. Moon and his mates calling off the dogs finally. The celebration begins on the sideline in earnest. And in the stands for all the families and friends. The memories and the moments of the World Series of Youth Lacrosse in 2019 belong to Team 91 Wolfpack. Your chance